panned down to a stormtrooper frozen in the chaos. FN-2187 had seen war before, even done some horrible things in service of the Empire. But something changed when his friend wiped his bloody hand on FN-2187's helmet. He could only explain it as feeling his friend die. After that, FN-2187 felt everything, and all he could do was stand in the middle of the storm and hope it ends. Then, when he thought he would drown in this chaos storm of violence and emotion, things got worse. A shadow pierced through the storm. A calm darkness staring right at FN-2187, and through that shadow he found his way out of the storm and back on the battlefield, only to find Kylo Ren staring right at him. Fortunately, once FN-2187 felt himself leave the storm, Kylo Ren's attention left him too, and Ren went back to his command. The massacre continued until Kylo Ren decided the townspeople were punished enough for harboring 2 rebel pilots. But even after the killing stopped, when FN-2187 was back on the transport, the feelings from the battle were still going strong within him. The feeling of death, of loss, of horror, of pain, as fresh as when they were actually happening around him. FN-2187, overwhelmed, left formation and found a private corridor where he could remove his helmet and catch in breath. Unfortunately, this corridor wasn't as private as FN-2187 thought. The overwhelming feelings of the battlefield now being replaced with his own panic and anxiety as FN-2187 hears Captain Phasma's voice.
FN-2187, replace your helmet and report directly to reconditioning. Your behavior on the battlefield did not go unnoticed. You should just hope Master Ren is satisfied with just reprogramming your procedures and doesn't decide to terminate you to set an example. Now get moving.
FN-2187 checked himself into reconditioning, but nothing changed. He thought returning to his post might get his mind off of these new feelings, and after he went straight to the bar to drink away this nightmare, but nothing changed, and he couldn't keep this to himself. The next day at the start of his shift, FN-2187 confessed everything to his new partner, FM-4201. 2187 told 4201 about the battle and feeling everyone dying, but mostly he talked about what he was feeling now, the agony of the rebel pilot. 2187 said he could feel every ounce of pain that pilot is going through. FM-4201's only response is,
"You need to take yourself back to reconditioning and process yourself as many times as it takes before Phasma catches wind of this and you are terminated. Go, now."
But as he made his way to reconditioning, FN-2187 found he wasn't. In his head, he was mapping the route to the reconditioning room, but he wasn't going that route. And when he came to a halt, FN-2187 found himself in front of an interrogation room, and he knew exactly who was inside that room. In his head, he thought,
"This is madness. I don't want to do this. I don't even like the rebels. And what if Kylo Ren is in there? Forget this. I'm out of here."
But what came out of FN-2187's mouth was,
"I received orders to relieve you for reconditioning. Don't ask me to give you more information than that. I was told you would be briefed when you get there."
And to FN-2187's surprise, the other trooper left without asking for a confirmation code or even saying anything at all. 2187 went to the control panel and opened the door. Once he released the rebel pilot from the binders holding him to the wall, 2187 helped the pilot to his feet.
"I am FN-2187. I am here to rescue you."
The pilot looked at the stormtrooper confused.
"And why would you be rescuing me?"
FN-2187 didn't have an answer. Something has been guiding his actions, and all he knew was fighting what was guiding him felt wrong.
"Because it's the right thing to do."
Poe wasn't expecting a simple answer. He was expecting a complex explanation that he could poke holes in to find the deception. Now, with no choice, Poe has to blindly trust the stormtrooper and see where this took him.
"I would have accepted any answer. What's your plan?"
FN-2187's plan was simple. He called it the prisoner transfer. He plays the guard, the rebel pilot is the prisoner. The The pair just slid through the Star Destroyer, past an unknown number of Imperial stormtroopers and officers, then steal a ship already scheduled to go down to the planet. What could go wrong? Sometime later, Captain Phasma stood in the hangar bay dumbfounded by what she was looking at. Anger inflected in every word she said.
Please explain to me the series of events that ended in my prisoner escaping and all these dead stormtroopers. How did this happen, and why isn't anyone doing anything about this? Deploy TIE fighters and track the stolen transport. Now!
FM 4201 stepped forward.
Captain Phasma, I may know what happened. FN 2187.
Down on the surface of Jakku, Poe and FN 2187 land among the wreckage left over from a great battle many years ago.
Why are we on Jakku? We should have jumped to the nearest rebel-friendly planet for help.
First of all, we are the Galactic Republic, not rebels. We are the ruling power in the galaxy. If anything, you are the rebels. Second, I would never take a stormtrooper onto a Republic military base, I would get court-martialed. And third, right now my mission is to find my BB-8 unit. I am not leaving without him. So Finn, let's hide our ship, find my droid, and then we can leave.
Finn? Why did you call me that?
Because you are a person. Not a number.